Welcome back to the channel, y'all. We are in a car you haven't probably seen in a while if you follow the channel, and yeah, that's the CT. Today I am taking it to Lexus because yeah, maintenance is required. Nothing too exciting today, really, just taking it for maintenance. I don't know if the dealership will allow me to just hang out, because really the plan is to just go check out some of the cars they have there. Maybe see if they let me test drive something. Don't know. So yeah, at this moment in time that I'm recording this, really don't know what the plan is other than taking the car there for maintenance and hopefully getting some shots of some cool Lexus cars while we're there. So yeah, let's go. All right, so here we are at the dealership, and it's quite a line. But yeah, hopefully they can get us in soon. I don't know why I'm still wearing my mask. I was wearing it while I was talking to her, but yeah, I got these cars. Hopefully, don't know if I'll be here all day though. Yeah, maybe I'm just blabbering. Anyways, yeah. All right, change of plan. They gave us a loaner, and this is actually kind of rare because normally they give you a loaner for like maintenance that might take a few days, but this is only going to take a few hours. But still, they opted to just give me a loaner. So yep, here it is. It's another UX. They gave us a UX last time, so you're not going to see anything new if you follow the channel already. But yeah, check this out. Of course, push to start. Check out the graphic. The graphics on these are pretty cool. Yeah, it's all digital. And I kind of knew this already, but our service representative was saying that this is basically what replaced the CT, which is what we have. Yeah, pretty nice. Again, if you follow the channel, you know that I've borrowed one of these cars before, but we'll take it out. Give it a nice look. Yeah, nevertheless, still a brand new car. Pretty cool looking car. Probably not anything I would buy, but yeah, let's see what it can do. 0 to 60 in 60. Just kidding. We got the camera, the backup camera, right there. Pretty sharp. Now check that out. That is just stunning. The LC500. The LC500 I still want, honestly. We also got the F Sport. This one's the G. Pretty sure that's the GS. That thing is a handsome one. The RC. The RC was actually something I had on my list of potential cars to get. Believe it or not, ended up with the Alfa Romeo. And just a lot of ESs. The ES is actually a car that I got to drive, and I would recommend basically to someone who just wants a big, reliable car that's not an SUV. But yeah, not for me though. I think since we're in the area where there's a bunch of dealerships, maybe we could take a quick little cruise. And of course, there's no U-turns here. Maybe see, we could look at some Porsches or something. Just drive up and get out, you know? Nothing creepy or anything like that. So there's the BMW dealership. Here's the Porsche dealership. This is... I've always liked the way Porsche dealerships alone just look like. Cars, of course, are amazing, but the dealership just looks like a UFO or something. Look at this. That is just so cool looking. So futuristic looking. Like I said, nothing creepy. We're just checking this out. Wow. Look at those rims. It's amazing how like they kind of kept the look of what the prototype looked like when this car came out. Well, that's pretty cool. All right, so just for reference, if you ever find yourself in a UX, this is the parking brake, and pretty sure it is. But I can't tell if it's on or not. Oh, never mind. I figured it out. It's just right there. That little red park. Obviously, that means park brake, guys. Sorry, man. I'm not used to all this technology and stuff. Turns out my sister-in-law just happens to be in the area. She took her Honda to get looked at, so she's just chilling. I had actually called her because maybe she'd be interested in buying a car like this. So I'm gonna go get her and She's not supposed to, but maybe she'll get to drive this car, and we'll see what she thinks. All right, so we just dropped off my sister-in-law. She actually didn't like this car and didn't get a chance to drive it, but it's understandable. She's actually interested in a CT, so good chance there might be another CT in the family. We'll see. Her other choices were the GLA, Mercedes-Benz, which that would be my pick if money wasn't an issue. And then the other one was like a Mazda C5 or CX5, whatever it's called. That would be like my last choice. I like the way it looks, but it's just not for me. All right, so check it out. We have this knob, and I did show you guys last time when I did a tour of this car. You got your sport mode, your normal, and your eco. You got your sport mode, your eco, your normal. That's one thing about Lexus, like their interior is like one of the nicest. And put it up in sport mode. Yeah, you can see how this baby pulls. Not bad. Like, I think sport mode, just like in my CT, is something I would probably use like in situations where like you're trying to overpass someone or you're getting on the freeway. You don't want to go too slow when you're getting on the freeway. This is the gravel area of the parking lot, and why not? Like, it's not necessarily an SUV, but it is a crossover. And I gotta say, the car's handling it just fine through this super rough terrain. I'm joking, it's not super rough, just gravel. We'll leave her parked here, and let's, I got it with me, let's get the drone up. All right, stepping out of the UX, just to give you guys a look of what it looks like here in the gravel. And you can see, like, yeah, it's not quite SUV size, but definitely has some clearance. So if you were having to go over some big bumps or get into the gravel for something like that, again, it's like, this is not a four-wheel drive car, but it definitely has a lot more clearance than your typical car or vehicle. So yeah, that's what it looks like there. And one thing I was actually pretty surprised with is how much trunk space this has. This is really big. Like, here's a arm's length. Definitely a lot of space. Now, the guy at the dealership was telling me that this thing is the replacement of the CT, which actually is something I heard as well. But it's not like the CT at all. In my opinion, this is a whole different car. So I think when they say it replaces it, I think what they really mean is the CT was out of the lineup, the UX is in the lineup, but it doesn't necessarily replace it in the sense of it's like the same thing. Didn't mean for this to turn into like a review of this car, because really, like I said earlier, when I went to Lexus to drop off the CT, I thought they were just gonna work on it while I stayed there, and I was gonna check out some cars at the dealership. And it turns out they gave me this loaner anyways, and I'm not complaining. It's a new car. I love cars, so fine with that. All right, so we are headed back to Lexus. CT should be all done. It was a major service, 90,000 miles. Yep, back to the scene of the crime. All right, back in the CT. Going from that UX into the CT, like, you could definitely feel like a sportier feel to the CT. I know it's not a sports car, it's supposed to be like a Prius pretty much, and it just, compared to the UX where you're up a little bit higher, this one you definitely feel like a good suspension, but obviously it's not taking everything in as well as the UX does. Really, it was just a random day. again, I was gonna bring the CT in. Didn't know if I was just gonna walk around the dealership and then try to convince someone to let me test drive a LC 500 without an intention of buying it. But instead, they gave me a loaner just for the afternoon. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like the video, please give that a thumbs up, comment, share with anyone that might like this type of content. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know when a new video comes out. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.